Good afternoon, Jill. She says, hello, everybody. It's April 4th. We're in a mostly cloudy day today, but the sun was shining this morning. I actually had slept in. My body told me I needed it, so that's what I did till 10 o'clock. And then I just kind of took my time, watched some YouTube videos that I haven't watched in a while. Of course, my channel that I really like watching, Sandy Brock, Sheepy Me She, and then Heather from Sage and Stone Homestead. And watched a little bit of the Crocker Life, or Coffee with the Crockers, or the Crockers. I can't remember which video it was. It was one of them that I haven't seen. And made my dinner, which was my lunch too, so I got that done and got stuff out for Billy tonight. I'll be making him some tuna noodles, and he'll eat that probably for 1 or 2 days, like a lunch and dinner. I don't know what they're staring at. Jill, what do you see, girl? Huh? What do you see? I'm not sure. What is it, Jill? You want to come down and get some water? Huh? Yeah, you want to come down and get some water? Diamond. She's shoving her face. I don't know what she's looking at over there. Oh, you see, Jill, huh? Say, they had a bunch of hay in here. I threw a lot of it on the ground. Their water was pretty darn cold. And now that the hose is running, it's bringing stuff that was on the bottom back up. But that's okay. These will eventually need cleaned out anyways. So then I gotta go top off Megs and Captains. And then I gotta do all the rabbits. And then I gotta go fill the girls' up and then check the boys. And then I could top theirs back off, which is already a quarter gone. Which I think that's probably what I'll do. And then I'll shut the water off and continue doing more stuff outside that I'm hoping to get done. Stay tuned. Well, hello, Willow. Did you come to get you a drink? What do you think, girl? Huh? Well, hello, Jules. You want to come out and get a drink, too? See, we're almost full. And I just got rabbits to water. Willow. Watch out for that briar. I'm going to take it out so it's not in there with you guys. Don't walk over it. You're gonna cut yourself, girl. So I thought before it rains, I would get in here and show you Chloe's babies. Kind of let you guys see everyone. They're all running away. There's one right up here. They're little because she's got so many of them, but they're almost 3 weeks old. There's a little orange one. That one's a little, likes to talk and squeal. And then I think there is a blue or a chocolate. I think that might be a blue or a silver, I'm not sure. And then we got one little chestnut broken one. And then we got some solid whites and some just very minimum on them when you like breed 2 brokens to brokens. This is what we got. 9 very healthy looking kits. Yeah, that one's a little stinker right there. But Chloe's babies all look nice. All 9 still. Make sure I got that clear up against there. Just gotta check her babies out now. Make sure I didn't harm any. Not that she would really care anyways. But she is a good mom. I'm gonna move my footstool. My milk carton. Crate, I should say, my milk crate, so I can see these babies over here. These are Miss Iris here and Darius babies. I'll move some of the hair off of them so we can see them all. Look at all them white babies. They're pretty. Look at that one. It's mainly black. Got very minimum white on it. There's one up there. There's actually one up here. There, it goes back in there. But most of them are. Here's a. They're just like, leave us alone, leave us alone. Little cute little babies. Yes, Mama. Yes. Just seeing them all. She's got 10 in here. These are 3 weeks old. Almost 3 weeks old, I should say. And they're tiny. But, like I said, this time around, most of my does had pretty big litters. There you go, Mama. Thank you. Thank you for letting us visit. And I'll get her cage put back up, and then we will go look at Miss Zoe's chitlins. And these babies out of both Zoe and Chloe, this is the daddy right there, Mr. Chester. Those are his first litters. Zoe, can I see your babies? Thank you, Mama. Thank you. And then here we go. I think she's got 8 or 9. I can't remember what exactly I said. Cute little babies. I want to see this one. Yeah, that's a chestnut one right there. Got all her babies. Hello, I woke you guys up, didn't I? Yes, I did. I woke you up. I just woke you up, huh? They're very bouncy. So there's some more. Thank you, Zoe. That was very nice of you to let us view your babies at almost 3 weeks old. And then I'm going to scoot this over here to Miss Magnificence. My majestic, beautiful, almost steel looking doe. And then her babies are crossed to Mr. Samson, my blue buck. And this is what we got. I think there's 8 or 9 she had. That one is a pure chestnut looking baby. And another one similar, chestnut looking. Her babies are actually quite large for the amount she had. Another, I think she must have 3 of those, and some pretty black steel looking ones. I don't think she had a single blue. I don't think she did anyways. She's got 4. So that's 8. She's got 4 chestnuts and 4 blacks, it looks like. So that's 8. 8 buns. Okay, so she did have 8. Now that I remember. 8 for her too. Thank you, magnificent, majestic, for letting us view your babies. And then we're going to see first time mama here. This Gem, who was crossed to Mr. Lee down there. Or not Lee, but Chester. Let's see what we got in here. Nobody's there. It's because everybody's up here. Let's start putting bunnies back there. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. And then she had a... Listen, he just tried biting me. Oh, that's a little stinker, aren't you? Look at you. Yeah, look at you. Little stinker you. It's got a white underlining. There we go, bunnies. There's just a pure chestnut. So that's her 6. I think she had 6. If I remember correctly. Come on, girl, you gotta... Oh yeah, I know she don't like her box all the way over there. That's right. Halfway. Because she uses that corner to poop in. And I try putting the boxes to that direction because we do have some west winds that like to come in the side there. But we should be almost out of our... These are Rango cross babies. I think she only had 5 or 6. She had we had 2 of this. I think she had 6. Now I'm thinking about it. And her babies, I don't think are very much bigger than like Majestic's babies size. She had 6. 6 total. Look at them. Broken reds and a white. Mama. Okay. Thank you, Pumpkin. Oh, sometimes these boxes are a catch on there. She had her sideways because that's just how she likes them. Okay, there we go. Oh, goodness. Okay, make sure I turn my light off. That is the update on the bunnies in the box that are almost coming 3 weeks. And then another week after that or so, then we will have some more, 3 more litters at least due, and then we will be breeding around the 18th, 19th, somewhere in there. So hopefully rabbits that will kindle around the 20 or 21st. So these ones are going to be butchered next week. They'll be 16 weeks on Thursday of next week, actually. If I find a female that is one of the 2 brokens over there, I will be holding her back to retain her. And then if this ends up being a female right here, I might end up keeping it, but I'm not for sure. I got other litters I can keep out of. Like these look really nice. These are about, I think, 8 weeks younger than them, and they look pretty darn good, I think. And even this bigger litter, they're the same age. I mean, these 3 litters right here are the same age. We just have different size litters. We have one that had 5, one that had 9, and then one that had 6, I think, in this one. Yeah, 6. So and both this one and that one up there are Darius cross. So I definitely like Darius daughters. I'd love to have a white female from Darius, but so far everything that I've gotten that he's had with those have been bucks. I'm a little disappointed about that. And we will see when it comes to those 2 litters right there. I see who I'll end up keeping out of. It's nice to see bunnies have spurts of energy like that to run from one side to the other. It's just nice to see them be happy like that and rambunctious. These guys are still drinking water. We got this mama and her little 5. I think or was there 4? No, there's 5. All broken oranges, but the one right there, it's just got orange on its ears. 2 little orange, really light orange patches on its back, and one itty bitty little orange spot on its nose. But it would be considered a Charlie. And then the rest of them have quite a bit of orange on their backs. They look nice, and on their faces. Pretty well. I mean, they're full, almost full siblings to that batch right there. Their mother is the daughter to their mom. So, and then I bred the same sire to both mother and daughter to see what we'd get. And these were the results. Hello, little dude. You guys feel the dampness in the air too? I think it's going to start raining soon. But yeah, that's the spiel on everybody here. I think another week or so, I'm probably going to pull moms. Let them try to gain some weight for another 2 weeks or so before they get bred back. I think these babies could go ahead and be off by their own, but I left these pit bowls in here so I could put milk in there from the goats for them. So we will see. This looks like this is a broken blue. They're not wanting me to pet it. But yeah, I mean, that's everybody. Looks like the kids went back up. The girls will be hollering at me in a little while, in a couple hours at least. I got the hose put back, it's turned off. I've got to go plant these 5 garlic bulbs, so maybe I'll take you along with me. They're elephant ear. It says to best grow elephant ear would be in the fall, a couple weeks prior to the first frost here in Michigan. But I'm gonna try it anyways, and see what we get. Billy told me, he says, this is going to get pretty nasty because we're down to the clay. I said, yeah, that's okay, because I'm just planning to put my in-ground, or I was telling him like our cucumbers, pumpkins, watermelon, and zucchini over here in this area. And he said, you're not going to grow in pots or your beds? I said, I would need probably about 4 more beds then to be able to do that with. And he goes, you already got 10. I was like, yeah, that's correct, I do. But what do you do then? I thought about just planting the 5 garlic right down the middle of this, and then I could utilize that bed for something else for this year and just try to grow these 5, and I think that's what I'll do. Let's see, let me get them out here. They're pretty big, so we would set this one like right there, this one right here, this one right there, this one right here. I thought I had one more in here. I do. And I could put the next one right here. So then I can kind of space these 4 out a little better, but I think that'll work. I'm going to get them in there.